And then I can see the chat while I stream. I would like to take the play, yes. Oh, we have to finish all of these before tomorrow? Interesting. Well, then we gotta really fly through this league then. I'll keep this hand. I would like to shock, yes. Play this vial on 1. Pass it over. A little bit later than we usually stream, but that's fine. Back to the work schedule, so we're not going to be able to stream as early as we usually do. Is that a planes? Very interesting. Basic planes. This could be blue-white control. This could be a bunch of things. Could be Boros. Wow. So it's mono white control. We don't really have a good answer to this white orchid. This reprieve is kind of dead. I mean, the reprieve is a redraw. The solitude and the white orchid are their 2 best threats. So what are we trying to do in this game? We can kill the white orchid with the Crater Maker. Solitude's going to tag our best card. I think in order to like curve out the way that we want to, yeah, reprieve lets them redraw. So we just don't want that. I guess we could have taken the march. The march hits the vial. So that was a punt, because now they're going to march my vial. I was worried about them being able to like draw more cards, but get the Crater Maker down. Pass it over. Yes, I would like to search. They have the Ghost Quarter. Oof. Bad draw. Let's exert. Play the Mog Mob. We know we're going to lose the Arena of Glory, so we might as well use it while we can. Combat. Attack with the Mog. Blocks are good. Damage is good. And we'll pass. We're not going to be yielding because as soon as we yield, they're going to Solitude it. Man, there used to be a time when we would play 6 basics. Now we only play 3. Path. It's really good. I would like to shock. Cast a Harbinger. Reprieve. If we put a ringleader on top, but they hit one of our lands, and they kill my Skirk, we're out of luck. So we're just going to grab another Mog Mob, play a Skirk, because it gives us extra mana. And they know we have another Mog Mob on top. And that's fine. They're going to hit my land. I'm going to say no. Go to mine. I feel like this could have gone much differently. Combat attack. Pitch cast Solitude. Ooh, I should have gotten the Mog Mob down first. Yeah. Because they're going to take me off of my... I would have been able to cast this Mog if we would have prioritized getting it down. Oh, they evoked it. Sure, that's fine. We're okay with this. Pass it over. We're just chilling. Let's go to combat. Pitch cast Solitude. Exiling a Wrath of God. Exile my Harbinger. That's fine. Do they have an Ephemerate? No. Play a Snoop. Reprieve. Yeah, it's the sequence we definitely did not want. Wrath of God? Karn? Well, after 10 million years of having my lands destroyed, I think we get to combo kill them. Sorry, I'm eating a sandwich. Thank you so much for dropping in. I'm glad you're here. It's been a minute. How you been? Made myself a turkey sandwich. My opponent killed all my lands. But guess what? Now we get to combo kill them. Shrug. I don't know what happened. Hurrah for the combo. Yep. Sometimes your opponent can take all your lands away, but that's fine. All you need is 2 mountains, a Snoop, and a Dream. All right. Mono white control. Excuse me. That's a very interesting matchup. We might just play Blood Moons to shut off their Ghost Quarters and Demolition Fields. It does turn off my own combo. We saw a billion basic planes. Really doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt them as much as it hurts us. And we could just do exactly the same thing. That works pretty well. I think Trash Master's not the great. I mean, they're not playing Graveyard Hate, so let's cut the Agathas. Or they're not playing out of the graveyard, so we cut the Agathas. Not really trying to kill stuff, so let's cut the munitions. I guess the Agathas allows us to recycle our Mog Mobs. We can play another Ringleader, play a Blood Moon, maybe 2. Try it like that. Let's see if we can catch them off guard with this Blood Moon. I mean, sure. Looks good to me. We don't really have a... There it is. We don't have a Vial on one. Oh, we definitely shouldn't have done this. This is a pretty big mistake. Yeah, let's leave that on top. Hopefully this forces them to play a Ghost Quarter and basically just wasteland themselves. They didn't fall for it. We can force them to use a Reprieve here. That'd be really good. That's fine. Excuse me. So now we have 2 fetch lands. We just get a basic. Thin the deck a bit. I guess we can fetch Shock. Just to leave the basics in the deck. And then we can exert, making a red. Cast a hasty Trawler. If they had another Reprieve, they would cast it here. 1000%. I'm going to bog you. Swing in for 3. Pass it over. Field of Ruin my Raucous Theater. The Blood Crypt, okay. Get a basic. That's fine. Still in the unstep path, my dude. Nope. Pass through their turn. So now, that's a good draw if we get this Blood Moon down. Yes, I'd like to shock. Then go to combat. Attack. So if damage was good, they demo field the Arena of Glory. Sure. Yes, I'd like to deck thin. This is fine for me. And they still have enough mana to reprieve it back, okay? It's interesting that they would reprieve that. So we definitely want to get this down beneath the Blood Moon. So even if the Blood Moon goes away, we can still make a color with this. We could go like Hasty Hasty Mog Mob. But honestly, I feel like just casting a Kiki here is like the best thing we can do. Reprieve does technically get around this. And then they're going to hardcast a Solitude, so we're just going to wait. We're not going to copy anything. Pass it over. Hardcast Solitude. The Wandering Emperor. I would like to copy my Boggart. And I'd like to bog you. They gained 2, that's fine. But they weren't able to exile my Kiki Jiki, and that's what matters. The Trawler's gone at their end step. But it forced them to minus their Wandering Emperor, not just make a 2/2. And trade with the original. If they were able to make a 2/2 and then... What is this? Oh, a Sunken Citadel. Okay. Sure. Hardcast Solitude. Target my Kiki Jiki. This works. So now it's got 3 toughness, and this is at 2. Um, play the Tarn. Exert the Arena of Glory. Uncounterable Hasty Mog Mob. Hasty Snoot. Another Mog Mob on top is insane. I would like to shoot your Solitude. Go to combat. Attack the Wandering Emperor. Pass it over. Yeah, Mog Mob is busted. Tag the Raucous Theater. That's fine. No, I would not like to search. Hardcast Solitude. It's basically a trade. Skyclave. It's a card I haven't seen in a while. Huh. Crucible's funny. Hit the Cavern. This just makes sense. I'm going to say no. Go to mine. Yep. So we can reset the top card. Let's get the Skirk down first. Reset the top card. Excuse me. Does another demolition field do anything? I mean, not really. We could get a Blood Moon down, but I don't think it's worth it. Combat. Smack. Pass it over. We have them on a 2-turn clock. Tentative, but definitely a 2-turn clock. Play the demolition field, hit the Arena of Glory. They might hit my Stomping Ground out of fear, but they don't. This time I would like to search. It changes the top card. Oh, that's so good. It's insane how good that card is. Wrath. Are they just dead? Bolt you. Drain you. Drain you. They don't have to blow up everything. Go to mine, draw. White Orchid Phantasm. Hit my black source. That's the reason to get this last Blood Crypt instead of a Stomping Ground, because we would still have the black source. No, because we know that there is no basics left. We cannot cast the Sling Gang, so we'll pass. Hit the Stomping Ground. Yep. Crucible is very strong. Never punished. Foot shock. No, show me the reprieve, opponent. You've had a million turns. That's weird. Solitude. March X is 4. You don't see that often. Sack and response, yes. Spell fizzles. Pass it over. That's fascinating. So we draw a Harbinger. We know this black source is going to go away. So let's just grab a Mog Mob. Combat. We can't play around another Solitude. But we can get them to 3 and then bolt them. Digging for a Karn. Flute works too. Sling Gang. I guess they would name Mog Mob because I put a Mog Mob on top. This makes more sense. Play another Sunken Citadel. That's interesting. I guess they don't really care about. Maybe they only have 8 basics in their deck, so it doesn't make sense for them. Snoop could be good. That's a good point. Appreciate you dropping in, Doyle. How you doing? Snoop would give us an avenue to just cast multiple threats, you're right. Let's just get this Blood Moon down. Activate the henge in response. Sure. So whiff on the henge. Blood Moon's in play. Attack with everything. Solitude. Yep. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Because now they get to go block, go to 7. Attack me for 5. Go to 10. I go to 6. And I die on the following turn. Really well played by my opponent. This game was definitely not in our favor. The Blood Moon strat may have worked if we would have like jammed it much more aggressively, but I doubt it. They just have a lot of basics and a lot of good ways to deal with the Blood Moon, even when it comes down. Worms Champ. Pass it over because we can't cast anything. We'll go to 1. They go to 13. Maybe. Another Arms Chant. Good game, opponent. Well played. So what do we see? We saw a bunch. Gaddock Teak would be great because they play so many X spells. I guess Munitions is hard to cast. So tired. Okay. I'm just running back. I feel like this is a good configuration. We just got kind of unlucky. I would like to play first. I don't think this is enough lands against the land destruction deck. Especially if we go fetch shock. We don't get to surveil. It's not what we want. Do we mulligan? They're just gonna have a pile of removal. I'll try it. Fetch Shock Thoughtseize puts us to 15, but if we draw a third land and we can take something very important, might be able to get this game pretty quickly. Yes, I would like to Thoughtseize, yeah. It sounds really good. Kind of slow, but really good. Let's take a White Orchid Phantasm. Stop hitting our mana, please. That's all we're going to ask. Now, when I took my hair tie off, it flew somewhere. Where did you go, hair tie? Where did you go? Oh, I shall find you next time. Okay, we drew not a land. That's very, very bad. The easiest way for me to lose this game is to just not draw lands. Are they on control? Yeah. Mono white. I don't want to say death in taxes, but it's definitely causing me to die. And my list specifically right now only plays 3 basics, so it's really weak. Really, really weak to this deck. Okay, we drew the land. Do we just Matron for a Snoop? Yeah. We have the combo. We can play the long game, force them to have something. We know they have good cards. Solitude, Emergency Exit, and What are so they have a path, an emergency exit, and a solitude that we have to play through. That's pretty much it. Matron for Krenko? Hell yeah. I wish I still played a Krenko in this deck 1000%. That'd be sweet as hell. For now, exert, get this mob down. Go to combat. Path. Do I want an extra land? Not really. I kind of just want to stop them from attacking me. One removal spell down. I like the idea of playing one Krenko. We used to play it, but it got to the point where it was just really bad against Boros, and it wasn't really great against much else. But there are some games where having a Krenko with a Snoop is like the nastiest thing in the world. So we could definitely go back to that. That's why we test, crazy ideas like that. And I love Snoop, so I love Krenko. You don't have to try to convince me too much. Skirk is not a land. Right. Yeah, we want a real land. Not quite good enough. No, let's get the Pashlik down. Crashing in. Pass it over. Krenko with Skirk Prospector is infinite mana or close to it. I agree. Oh no, they show me an Isochron Scepter. That's not good. Show me an Orm's Chant and I'd pretty much die. Land, Isochron Scepter, imprint, Orm's Chant, kick Orm's Chant. Yeah. That's pretty good. Now they can't kick it, so I can still attack for one turn, but next turn I will be locked permanently. I don't think I have an instant speed way to deal with this. Oh. Yep. Yes, they don't kick it because they can't. But next turn they will. So I won't be able to attack going forward. Although this Pashlik Mons could give me a way to win. So now we go to combat. Because we can't cast spells, we attack. So they pitch their last two cards of removal to cast the Solitude. Solitude's going to exile the Pashlik. I'll sack it to its own effect. They pitch cast it so I can shoot them for 1. Because I know the Solitude's going to go away. Now, I believe that I'm locked. Because I have no instant speedway to deal with the Scepter. Yep. Interesting they don't kick it. Okay, they did kick it. For sure. 3 mana. I didn't see the 3 mana. So now we can't even attack. Pass it over. All right, opponent, you got to get a threat into play. I can technically play a land. We'll see. Really like Turbo Muxus and Time on Arena, Historic, one or the other. Hell yeah. I think Muxus is one of the most fun cards to play. Like just the jankness. You never know what's gonna happen. Basically, I need my opponent to pass to my main phase one of these turns. So that I can combo kill them, because I have the combo. I just need them to not actually do anything. Pitch the Ringleader, I guess. Opponent, make a mistake. I mean, you won't, but make a mistake. Once they get a creature in play, I feel like I'm pretty dead. Play this. No. Pass it over. I mean, the issue is I'm just not dead. You can go like Muxus, hit Krenko, Skirk, Matron, Tutor. Another Muxus, play it again, and play your whole deck. Yeah, that's like the best feeling in the world. It feels really good when you're able to like chain Muxuses together. If you like that feeling, go to Legacy. Legacy Goblins is not super expensive. It can be pretty cheap. Depends how you build it. So now they've shown me how they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me with this Karn. It's just how fast can they do it. Pitch the Sling Gang. You'll do their turn. Play the Coding. Pass it over. None of this works. Pitch the Vial. Pitch a mountain. Okay, there's a threat. But can they kill me fast enough? Block. I mean, like, I only have like a couple more turns of blocks and then I die pretty quickly. So I just want my opponent to actually kill me. Lackey 5-0'd yesterday? Hell yeah. What's up, Jared? Appreciate you dropping in, bro. How's your day going? Shout out to the legend Lackey. We were just talking about Turbo Muxus and like chaining Muxuses together. All right, it's getting down to the wire. All right, I have no lands in play. Take 6. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted my opponent to show me that they can kill me. With 24 seconds on the clock, they win the game. Good game, opponent. See, you presented a threat. I wasn't going to concede to your Karn. All right, let's do it again. It's really hard to play Muxus in turn 1 or 2. That's why it's not great. It's not as fast as the other combo decks, but it's still fun. Yeah, I think that, finding something that gives you joy is just so important. And like, Muxusing, Snoop comboing for me, it's just so much fun. This is bad. Mulligan. Bottom this, keep this. Let's try it. Done. We can fetch shock, Thoughtseize. Yes. Okay. I've learned to take the Quantum Riddler. My buddy. Hey, what's up, Derek? Appreciate you dropping in, bro. I agree. O'Doyle's the dopest. All right, so they can play that. That's okay. Go to mine. Play Raucous Theater. Trigger. Surveil. Cavern can go on top. That's really good against them. I'm going to go grab a Ringleader, and then we're just going to win. I wonder if people are persisting back Quantum Riddler. That sounds sick. Probably take the Mog Mob, if I had to guess. Cavern on Goblin. They take the Matron because he can grab a Ringleader. Cast the Mog Mob. Fetch is fine. Trajectory, no, okay. I don't think they can counter any of my spells now. We saw this. We saw this. We saw this. We saw this. So we know 3 of the 5 cards in their hand. Play the arena. Let's exert. Hasty Slinging. Grumgully, Skirt Prosper, Putrid Goblins, Infinite Mana. I know of 2 Goblin combos. Hell yeah. Putrid Goblin combos? Dude. Grumgully is hot. I remember when that card first came out, we were really brewing with it. It was such a cool card. Such a good time. Good time to play. Swing for 4. Put them 12. Then we also have 6 on board, so they're dead next turn. Cling EOT on my Thoughtseize. It's a beautiful island. It's actually gorgeous. Why won't you show me the art? Like, pick up the art. More art. Drain you. Sack this for 1. And then they tragic. Oh, they don't have a second black source for the tragic trajectory. Hard cast Murktide. Okay. It's a 5/5. Okay. Play a mountain. Let's cast it like this. Munitions. Shoot the Murktide. Kill the Murktide. Dragons can't beat flying sharks, and this guy's throwing sharks. Sure. Kill the creature that's not a token. Shock to 4. Play a frog. Okay. Goblin. Attack. Now they're dead to Slinging or Mob off the top. Putrid Goblin, Vizier, Remedies, Viscera, Seer, Blood Artist. I made a deck with Coco around this combo. Hell yeah. Swinging in, drawing a card. They're going to try to race me. I'm not scared. It's crazy when your 1/1 out races the frog. Quantum Riddler? I take it all back if you drew a Quantum Riddler. Oh, they cling to gain 3. Interesting. Exert. Uncounterable hasty. Oh, no. Black, red. Cast. Uncounterable hasty trawler. Bog you. Swing in. Put you to 2. Pitch a counterspell. Redraw. Infinite damage, infinite scry triggers. Yeah. It's just so good. That's why I love. Honestly, that's why I love playing creature combo decks. Oh, Harbinger's nasty. Okay. Do we just die? Probably not. But we can try. Combat. They have to trade with the 3/1. Turns my lands back on. You ever play alchemy games cards? Every once in a while. I mean, like, I don't go to alchemy very often. I've heard there's some like decent goblin cards in alchemy, but if they attack, this means that they have another creature or interaction. Yeah, Tamiyo's pretty good. But a second creature. I mean, now the only thing is I can't cast a Skirk uncounterable and haste. So we have to do it with haste. Let's see what we can do. They have a push. They can jump and discard for Xaxes next turn in the air. This was a hell of a game. This was a hell of a game. Could we have pushed 1 more point of damage? I'm not sure. I think that my opponent just played this really well. Being able to be aggressive, not being scared. Really like Pauper too. Pauper seems like a lot of fun, yeah. Okay, they drew the Quantum Riddler. They didn't have to discard. Tamiyo flips. Tamiyo upticks. Now they have 2 cards to pitch to the frog, and they can jump it, but they don't need to. Really well played. Yeah, so opponent drew really well. We could have played a little bit better, but that's how that goes. Cut the Trash Master for a second Ringleader. Bring in the Blood Moons because they're playing Esper. Murktide, no. We saw a lot of 1-drops, so Chalice could be decent. We also saw Riddler, Counter Magic. I think that Munitions is probably not as good. Same thing with Crater Maker. Just bring in... Could bring in Chalice on 1, but I think we want to just bring in more Leylines. Like, we saw Murktide and Frog. We can bring in Leylines, it's really good. Trimavile. Try like that. 3 and 3. There's a new alchemy combo that gives you infinite damage all opponents when you scry, surveil, or seek. That's so cool. Does it cost more money? Does it cost less money to play Pauper leagues than compared to Modern or Legacy? I don't remember. Let's check. Collection, constructed, Pauper League. No, it looks like it's the same amount of play points to play Pauper or any other format in MTGO. Let me get back here. I would like to take the play. I would snap keep this hand because it has a Leyline, but we don't have any lands. Okay, we have the combo and then a Blood Moon with a Vial on 1. I like this a lot. What card to put back? Second Trawler or second Harbinger. That's fine. So we're going to go turn 1, Mountain Vial. Pass it over. Thoughtseize. Take up the vial. Pass it over. Maybe Thought Scour themselves. Get a frog down. Yeah. Well, I mean, they tapped out, so... Also Surveil. Theater. That's a third land. Go to mine. This is the best sequence in the deck. When we're able to get a Blood Moon down with a Vial active and still have the combo. I would like to tick this up. I'd like to play this and bolt myself, and I would like to cast this card that you don't have force for because you boarded them out. I'm going to auto click so I don't fuck this up. Sure. They pitch their whole hand and say, guess what? My frog is going to beat your Blood Moon. And I say, nay, nay. Activate Vial at the end step. Yes. Put a Snoop in play. Go to mine. Pick this up. Draw. Activate. Yes. Put a Harbinger into play. Yes, I would like to go grab this Kiki Jiki and proceed to combo. Tap to target, tap to target, tap to target, tap to target. 10 million times. Tap to target, tap to target, tap to target. All right. Yeah, that felt good. Maybe we don't need Leyline. Maybe we just need Jaws. Cut the ley lines. Explosives is a way to kill frog. Okay, that's a good thing. That's real. That's a real thing. Is explosives better than chalice? No, because we're not trying to be reactive. We're trying to be proactive. And to be proactive, we need to make sure that we have certain cards. And in order to get like Snoop to stick around, Chalice on 1 is decent. Yeah, I mean this is a combo hand. Excuse me. basic Thoughtseize. So you're going to take the Harbinger. Cause she was a girl riding the stone. He was a man poor and alone. Arid Mesa Pass. I'm gonna crash after this game. My brain is like shutting down. I would like to go yes. This can stay on top. Cavern on Goblin. This dies to the push that they have in their hand. But then I just matron for another Snoop. We can also just play it the normal one. The normal way and just attack. Anyone play the Scarce Kitchen Finks Visio Remedies anymore? Infinite Life deck. The issue with Infinite Life is you just die to infinite damage. And with Brood Scale and Belcher, and I guess Belcher doesn't beat infinite damage. It's a good point. But yeah, I like infinite damage combo decks. I love creature combo decks in general. Any deck that's able to just go infinite is so much fun. So I don't know why people aren't playing it. It's a good question. Because Kitchen Finks was so cool for the longest time. I don't want to say it's been power crept out of Modern because that doesn't feel right. Maybe it's been power crept out of Modern. Let's get this mob down. Spreading Seas on my Cavern. Well, that's rude. Still has counter magic up. Tamiyo's fine. Tamiyo can't beat this Mog Mob. Snoop. Spell Snare. Stern Scolding works too. Combat. Attack. They're at a perpetual 7 now. Attack, make a clue, that's fine. Fetch go to 9. So they're at a perpetual 6. Draw, sure. Play a Murktide. I mean, I'm really not scared if they play Murktide because I can unsummon it with this Sting Scourger, and they know that. Problem with creature combos is the removal decks just shut you down, but killing all your guys too. It's a big negative of creature combo decks. Like one damnation and you lose. Yeah, totally fair. I love playing creature combo decks because yeah, they're highly interactable. Like you can figure a billion different ways to stop me from winning the game. However, oh, great sequence by my opponent here. I just don't. I feel like that's fine. I feel like I'm okay with losing to interaction, as like dies to removal is part of the game. And I think that if my opponent, oh, that's such a good draw, Goblin. Okay, I think that if my opponent is able to do that to win, that's totally fair, and they deserve to win. They're at 6. If I just go get a Harbinger into play, that attacks for 1, puts them to 5. I make 4. I have a Sling Gang is 3, 4. Could just grab a Trawler or a Mog Mob. I think grabbing a Mog Mob is better. So we just make a black here. Harbinger. Yes, I'd like to put a Mog Mob on top. Could put a Ringleader, but then we're dealing 2 every turn, and then we lose to this Tameo eventually. Sorry. I guess we could have Matroned for the Mog Mob instead. Then we could potentially draw a 5th land and double spell next turn. But I think getting the 1 extra power in this turn is going to scale over 2 turns. So they go to 5 next turn, and 4 the following turn, and then die to my Mog Mob throw. I think the math is no longer correct. Murktide? Yeah, because if they go Frog plus Murktide, I think this game's over. The only thing that takes that long to cast is the Murktide, because they have to choose the cards in the graveyard. Really well played, opponent. Really well played. Okay. We know what we're drawing. Let's get this Mog Mob down. Guess we could have grabbed a Sling Gang. No, because then Sling Gang loses to the Tameo. Let's not auto yield. Cool combo: Goblin Bombardment, Vizier Remedies, Putrid Goblin. That does sound dope. And that's why I like brewing with goblins, is because you always can think of something different and new that you haven't thought of before. Like I was thinking about Necrotic Ooze with Kiki Jiki and Mog Mob. Like, who needs to have your creatures in play when you can just have them in the bin? Cast a Necrotic Ooze. I mean, Mog Mob off the top would win us this game, right? Does that do it? Four, 5. They go to 1. I think a land would have won us this game. And it's a -7. Well played, opponent. Really well played. Puts them to 5. Deal some 4. Unsummon this Murktide. Attack. I think as crazy as it is, we just get this Pashlik down. Ooh, Subtlety will do it. Subtlety will do it. Put it back on top. Pass it over. 3-card infinite damage combo, not easily assembled though. Would need lots of tutors and draw to get to it. Hey, but you know what? It's cool. I think that's what I'm going for. It's just something that's cool. Oh, cool is better. I was like, oh, I can live one more turn, but no. They ulted Tameo, pitch a bunch of cards to Frog, exile all the cards to Frog to grow the Murktide, and then deal me lethal in the air. Really well played, opponent. Really well played. There was a couple things we could have done differently. We could have tried to take out the Tameo in response to them going to combat before they could have ever made the clue. I am a huge underestimator of Tameo. Every time I play against this card and they ult it, I'm like, okay, fine. You won with your 1-mana Planeswalker. And that's on me because I don't respect it the way that I should. Spreading Seas, another Cavern. All right, opponent. Show me the power of Frog. Because, so what, they drew out their deck, right? And it doesn't do anything. No, I'm dead. It's Sting Scourge, Murktide, a Swing Force block. No, because they have the Subtlety. Doesn't matter what I do. The Patch Link was my prayer that they would have had to use a removal spell to kill something. That would have given me a free point of damage. I would have been able to swing in and throw the Mog Mob. But as is, very dead. You have 4 lands. Yes. Subtlety puts it on top, not in my hand. Good game, opponent. Really well played. I'm sure, Jared. I'm sure I missed something. Good game, opponent. Really well played. That came down to just me not respecting Tameo 1000%, and that's how it goes. But I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, if you enjoy watching me, no, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. My brain is also fried. It's 11 o'clock. What are you doing here? Go to bed. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Sleep well. Eat a turkey sandwich. And guess what? I'll be back tomorrow with some more Goblins content. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more support the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. Like my buddy Jared in chat. From the top, Alpha Ronan. I'll do it blindfolded because I love doing this. Alpha Ronan, Tim's top decks, Elias Sutter, the Darth Newt, ADY 100K, Jared Munsterman, and Anon, Jared Munsterman. Barbario, Cypher 777. I have to start over because I forgot where I was. Alpha Ronan, Tim's top decks, Elias Sutter, the Darth Newt, ADY 100K, Jared Munsterman, and N. Riberio, Cypher 777, the High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Gorvisker, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier Hilo, Baileroth, Yorminger, Terrieth, Needlebrio, Trigger Philosophy, and you. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. Until next time.